So once you just finish the downloading, then please let me know so that we can start the lecture.
सर आपने अपलोड कर दी?
कर दिए, and therefore I'm asking from you, please download this.
सर ये लेक्चर #1 वही वाली है फाइल?
जी बेटा, लेक्चर 1,
लेक्चर है
लेक्चर नंबर
जी जी वही है।
जी जी, yeah, please download it. Then we can start because already we are getting late. Everybody has downloaded the presentation? Class, everybody has downloaded the presentation? Okay, so let me start the presentation now because we are already getting so late. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we shall start the lecture based upon the yesterday's things which we covered in the last lecture. I mean, so it was like set theory. So just quickly going through the outline. The outline suggests that it will be covering the basic definition for the set, and then we will go for the set operations. Nextly, we shall cover up the set algebra, and then the product set, and then some of the problems which are related to the set theory. Right? So first of all, let me revise it for you. A collection of the well-defined objects or elements is called sets. Whenever we are going to define the things, the well-defined things, and then we are supposed to call them a set, and they are well-defined because they are ordered in such a manner so that we can easily recognize them, that in which order they are set, that whether they are, this is the set of the integers, let's say a is equals to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4, or let's say if you can see in the example that b is set of the first three even numbers, it's 2 comma 4 comma 6, or c is, let's say, set of first 3 days of the week, that is Monday comma Tuesday comma Wednesday. So all these are termed as the countable or the finite sets, right? Later on we can say that 1 comma 2 comma 6 and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, these are all termed as the elements and are represented by one. This symbol e is termed as the 1 belongs to a and 2 belongs to b and Monday belongs to c, and so on and so forth. So each and every element, whenever we are going to define a set, we are supposed to say that it must be belonging to a certain set, right? Nextly, we learnt about that why, how the two sets are equal. So the two sets have got the equality in a sense that they must be termed as equal only and only if all the elements of one set A should be contained in B, like in similar manner, in similar fashion. and all the elements of B should be contained in A. It means that A is subset of B. This is the symbol for the subset, beta. This one. So A is subset of B and B is subset of A. In this case, you can term them that these two sets are equal. For example, a set provided A is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, and another set provided 1, 2, 3, 4. So these sets are equal, and because they are equal, so they are subset, or you can say that they are superset of each other. Are you with a baat samajh mein? Now it is clear. Everybody else? Class?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, beta. So then we have got the third slide, the fifth slide is concerned with the set representation, that how we are going to represent the set. In the last lecture, I told you that there are two methods to represent the sets. The first is known as the tabular form, or which is also termed as the roster method, and second one is known as the set builder form, or which is also known as a property method, right? So, for example, we have got a set as written in the presentation, that is A is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is known as a tabular form. Why? Because we are going to write each and every element separately. Yani 1, 2, 3, 4. If you are going to say that, okay, set of odd numbers, we can write like 1, 3, 5, 7. Or we can set the, let's write down the set of the even numbers. A is equals to, let's say 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and so on and so forth. So this is one of the method, this is one of the formation, the tabular form, which we can say that through which we can write the the tabular form. Secondly, we have got the set builder notation or set builder form, which can be written as you can see in the presentation, that B is equals to X. We have got colon, which is pronounced as such that X is an integer, comma X is greater than 0, and this is termed as a set builder form. So in the set builder form, you are going to define the elements in terms of the some variables. Let's say X such that X is an integer number, or you can say X such that X is an even number. You can write down as X such that X is the set of the number of the days. You can write down X such that X are the even numbers less than 10, and so on and so forth, right? So you can write down any set in the formation of the set builder notation or in the tabular form. अब आपसे अगर कहा जाए जिस formation में, if you are told, if you are asked to write down the set, so you can easily you can easily denote the sets in terms of either the set builder notation or in terms of the tabular form. Is it clear to you, beta? Is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any questions so far? Any question, beta? Okay. So if there are no questions, then we shall move forward to write down the set operations. Right, how we are going to perform the set operations, various set operations. So first of all, a very simple set operation is nothing but union of two sets, that is A and B, which is denoted by A, and then we have got the union symbol between them, and this all, and then B, right? So what is definition for the union, beta? The union of two sets A and B denoted by A union B is the set of all elements which belong to A or to B, right? That is to say that if we have got two sets A and B, how we are going to take the union of them, beta? And let's say A is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. B is equals to 2, 4. So how we are going to put them in the union? A is A union B, which is denoted by the symbol as written in the presentation. A union B is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. So that we are going to ignore the elements which are repeated one, like 2 and 4 are repeated. So we are not going to write them twice. Rather than we are going to write them once only. and then all the elements, let's say A union B is equals to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. So that will be termed as the union of two sets A and B. Again, let me repeat the definition for you. The union of two sets A and B denoted by A union B is the set of all elements which either belong to A or belong to B. That is A union B in the you can say the set builder notation. A union B is equals to X such that X belongs to A or X belongs to B. क्लियर है बेटा ये चीज? यानी तमाम
Yes.
एलिमेंट्स, वो
Yes,
तमाम
sir.
एलिमेंट्स जो A से बिलोंग करते हैं या जो B से बिलोंग करते हैं, we are supposed to write them in terms of the A union B, which is normally the union operation being performed on the sets. जो very basic operation होती है, जो initial operation होती है, वो हमारे पास union होती है, and that's we perform as you can see like this. Is it
सर
clear
जो
बेटा?
repeat होंगे, सर जो
Sorry?
repeat होंगे वो नहीं लिखेंगे.
जो रिपीट होंगे उनको हम नहीं लिखेंगे बेटा, जस्ट द एलिमेंट्स वी विल राइट वंस द एलिमेंट्स, राइट? दो दफा हम एलिमेंट्स को
सीरीज
जो
में
रिपीटेड
लिखना है,
एलिमेंट्स। जी बेटा,
सीरीज में लिखना है सर हमें.
यस सीरीज में, लाइक 1 2 3 4 है और उसकी यूनियन अगर 2 4 के साथ है, तो चूंकि 2 और 4 दो दफा, आई मीन इट्स रिपीटेड वन, दोहराया जा रहा है, तो दोहराए हुए एलिमेंट को हम नहीं लिखेंगे, रादर देन वी विल राइट देम वंस एज 1 2 3 4. क्लियर?
Got it, sir.
Okay, moving forward, the next operation was the intersection. In the intersection of two sets A and B denoted by A intersection B, as we have written in the presentation, is the set of all elements which belong to both A and B, such that A intersection B is equals to X, such that X belongs to A and X belongs to B. यानी वो एलिमेंट जो दोनों सेटों में मुतफर्रिक हो, सेम हो, यानी लेट्स से A is equals to 1 2 3 4, again B is equals to 2 4, then what will be A intersection B beta? A intersection B will be nothing but the elements which are same, yani 2 4. So these elements are present in both, they are present simultaneously in the set A and in the set B. वहां पे यूनियन वाले केस में क्या था बेटा? We are dealing with the OR operation. Over here we are dealing with the logic AND operation, such that the elements which are present in the set A and the elements which are present in the set B both are written in order to have the intersection of the sets. Is it clear बेटा?
सर थोड़ा दोबारा बताएं, समझ में नहीं आया.
Right. I mean to say that intersection operation it appeals for the operations, that is to say that whenever both elements which are present in both sets, यानी जो मुतफरिक element हो, जो same element हो, let's say 1 2 3 4 is set A and B is let's say 2 4. So चूंकि 2 4 दोनों में present है, यानी उसमें भी present है, उसमें A में present है, B में present है, so we can write A intersection B is equals to simple 2 4, and that will be nothing but that is termed as a intersection for the two sets, that is A and B. All right, is it clear?
Got it, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so nextly we will learn about the set algebra. What is the algebra? What are the algebraic operations which are being performed whenever we have got a number of the sets, whenever we got the number of two sets, number of three sets, universal set, and so on and so forth. As in the last lecture, I told you that universal set is that set which has got the element from all the sets. Yani if we have got a set A is equals to 1 2 3 4, B is another set, let's say 2 4, C is another set, let's say 1 3 7. So union, the universal set will be union of all these sets, yani combination of all these sets. That is universal set is equals to 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and whatever. Yani universal set will be containing all the elements which are present in all the sets under observation. And in the similar sense, whenever we are talking about
सर मुझे एक बात पूछनी है.
जी बेटा पूछिए.
सर यूनिवर्सल सेट में अगर फॉर एग्जांपल कोई वैल्यूज माइनस में हैं क्या वो भी आएंगे?
नहीं समझा आपकी बात बेटा, माइनस मतलब
सर मतलब -3 -2 -1 तो क्या वो भी आएंगे यूनिवर्सल सेट में?
it can be composed of the negative values as well, no problem. The thing is that the universal set contains all the values of other sets. यानी अगर एक bunch of sets में we have got like a is equals to -1 -2 -3 and b is equals to -2 -4, whatever negative values are there. So universal set will be containing the values which are present in set A and the values which are present in set B as well, right? So it should be containing all the values from set A and all the values from set B as well as all the values from set C. जो भी हमारे पास सेट्स प्रेजेंट हैं उन सब सेट्स की वैल्यू हमारे पास यूनिवर्सल सेट में मौजूद होनी चाहिए, तो वो तभी वो कहलाता है यूनिवर्सल सेट। आ रहे बेटा बात समझ में?
जी सर।
Okay, in the similar terminology, whenever we are talking about the null set or whenever we are talking about the empty set is nothing but it has got the no elements are present within the empty set. यानी null set और empty set वो होता है बेटा जिसमें हमारे पास कोई भी एलिमेंट प्रेजेंट ना हो। उस सूरत में हम क्या कहते हैं कि ये सेट हमारे पास null set है या ये सेट हमारे पास empty set है, कि जिसको हम यूजुअली रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं फाइ से। ये बात भी क्लियर हो गई बेटा? क्लियर हो गई बेटा?
सर
यस सर।
सर मुझे क्वेश्चन।
जी बेटा बोले।
सर बेसिकली यूनियन में होल नंबर्स होंगे ना, पॉजिटिव भी हो सकते हैं नेगेटिव भी हो सकते हैं?
जी बेटा।
ओके सही है सर, थैंक यू।
Okay beta. Okay, any confusion beta so far, so that we can move forward for the set algebra? Okay. So start the discussion for the set algebra. The first law is termed as the idempotent law, right? The first law is termed as the idempotent laws, which says to us that whenever we are going to have the A union with A, it will be generating the same element as A. All right? यानी अगर हमारे पास कोई सेट है, लेट्स से A is equals to 2, 4, 6, and we are going to provide or we are going to put down the operation of A with union with itself, यानी A union with A, again 2, 4, 6 union with 2, 4, 6, तो बेटा रिजल्टेंट हमारे पास क्या आएगा? रिजल्टेंट क्या होगा बेटा? What will be the result?
अभी सेट होगा सर।
बेटा it will be same set like A 2, 4, 6 को अगर यूनियन करवाएंगे हम 2, 4, 6 से, so what it will be generating बेटा? It will be
नल सेट होगा सर।
नल सेट कैसे होगा बेटा? 2, 4, 6
सर
को
2,
यूनियन करके
4,
4, 6 से तो
सर
नल
2,
सेट, it will be same 2, 4, 6, right? So it means that whenever we are going to have the union of two sets with the same property with the equality, यानी अगर equality lie कर रही है two sets के माबैन A union B है और A equals to B है, यानी 1, 2, 3 एलिमेंट्स हैं, जो एलिमेंट्स A में मौजूद हैं वो सेम एलिमेंट्स अगर किसी और सेट में मौजूद हैं और अगर दोनों को यूनियन करवा रहे हैं तो व्हाट विल बी देयर बेटा? वो सेट सेम एलिमेंट वो सेम सेट हमारे पास मौजूद होगा। इज इट ओके बेटा? इज इट क्लियर?
यस सर।
यस
एनी
सर।
क्वेश्चन? एनी क्वेश्चन बेटा? ओके
सर क्वेश्चन है सर।
जी बेटा बोले पूछें।
सर अगर ए का हो प्लस में पॉजिटिव में हो 1 2 3 4 और बी का नेगेटिव में हो -1 2 3 4, फिर हम कैसे लिखेंगे?
तो ये तो बेटा आपस में इक्वली नहीं हो ना, जब ये तो कह रहा है कि जब दोनों सेट्स बराबर हो यानी ए यूनियन ए, यानी एक सेट की यूनियन विद इटसेल्फ, तो इट विल बी जनरेटिंग दैट पर्टिकुलर सेट। अरे बस समझ बेटा,
यस
माने एक सेट है हमारे पास A is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4 और उसकी हम खुद से यूनियन करवा रहे हैं, तो खुद से यूनियन करवाने के बाद हमें क्या सेट मिलेगा? वही हमें सेट मिलेगा A। जी बेटा।
सर इन्होंने बेसिकली बोला कि एक सेट में +1 +2 +3 है और दूसरे सेट में -1 -2 -3 है। यही क्वेश्चन था ना सर बेसिकली लियाकत का। तो
हाँ,
सर
वो
इसका
फिर-
यूनियन ऐसे होगा ना कि +-1
वो तो बेटा
+-2 और +-3।
हाँ वो तो इसी तरह होगा, लेकिन वो तो मतलब इससे रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन नहीं है ना, आई गेस। आइडेम्पोटेंट लॉज में तो वो चीज है ही नहीं। आइडेम्पोटेंट लॉज ये कहता है कि खुद से खुद जब हम यूनियन करवाने।
ओके सर।
वो जो
कोई
आपका
क्वेश्चन नहीं आ सकता?
जी बेटा।
हाँ सर, ऐसे ही हो के स्मॉल ए बी सी डी हो और फिर कैपिटल ए बी सी डी हो, ए में स्मॉल हो, बी में कैपिटल हो।
हम्म हाँ तो वो जब यूनियन होंगे तो बेटा आप सब एलिमेंट्स लिख देंगे। यानी ए कॉमा जो छोटा है वो बड़ा है, जो बड़ा है -1 है -1 लिखेंगे, जो -2 है -2 लिखेंगे, सो क्लियर।
क्लियर सर। सर उसमें 2 बार रिपीट हो रहा है, मतलब हम अलग अलग लिखेंगे? पॉजिटिव का 1 भी लिखेंगे और नेगेटिव का 1 भी लिखेंगे?
तो रिपीटेशन नहीं है ना बेटा। 1 क्या 1 -1 के बराबर है?
नो सर।
नहीं है, तो जब बराबर ही नहीं तो फिर हम दो दफा लिखेंगे बेटा। अगर 1 -1 होता तो ये आप इस तरह मतलब रिपीट हम नहीं कर रहे, बेसिकली वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू रिपीट सेल। द एलिमेंट 1 is not equal to -1 for sure. The element -2 is not equals to 2. -1/2 is not equals to 1/2 for sure in the mathematics. Right beta? So when they are not equal, so basically we are not going to repeat the elements, rather we are simply just writing down the elements. आ रही बात समझ बेटा?
जी सर।
Okay. So coming back to our discussion for the idempotent law, the next property is A intersection with A is also equals to A. यानी एक सेट की खुद से खुद जब हम इंटरसेक्शन ऑपरेशन परफॉर्म करेंगे, इसका छोटा एग्जांपल ये लूं कि if A is equals to A, B, C, D, और अगर इसी सेट को मैं खुद से खुद इंटरसेक्ट करवाऊं, यानी A इंटरसेक्शन A यानी A, B, C, D इंटरसेक्शन विद A, B, C, D, so what will be generating बेटा? Any answer? क्या होगा बेटा इसका?
A, B, C,
D and what it is बेटा? वो खुद जो A सेट है हमारे पास, तो एक सेट का जब हम उसके खुद के साथ इंटरसेक्शन करवाएंगे, so that will be generating the set itself. Alright बेटा, क्लियर है?
यस सर।
I have a question, sir.
Yes please.
For instance, sir, अगर हमारे पास A सेट है 3, 6, 7, for instance, और
जी।
अगर हम उसी का इंटरसेक्शन करवाएं A से, तो सर रिपीटेड नहीं आएंगी वैल्यूज?
नहीं, इंटरसेक्शन में यही होता है बेटा। इंटरसेक्शन में हमारे पास रिपीटेड नहीं होते, जस्ट वी टेक आउट दोज वैल्यूज व्हिच आर कॉमन। इंटरसेक्शन में हमारे पास वो एलिमेंट्स, वो वैल्यूज होते हैं जो हमारे पास कॉमन होते हैं। यानी दो सेट्स के दरमियान जो एलिमेंट्स अगर हमारे पास कॉमन है तो सर हम वंस लिखेंगे, हम ट्वाइस नहीं लिखेंगे बेटा उनको।
और अगर यूनियन हो सर?
सॉरी, यूनियन में हम ट्वाइस नहीं, यूनियन में सेम नंबर लिखते हैं, लेकिन हम सब एलिमेंट्स लिखते हैं जो भी एलिमेंट्स हमारे पास मौजूद हैं।
ओके सर, ओके, थैंक यू सर।
Okay. The next property is associative laws. So there are two associative laws whenever we have got three sets, that is A, B and C. So how we are going to perform the associative law, as you can see on the in the presentation. Bracket start A union B, bracket over union C is equals to A union bracket start B union C. यानी पहले हम A union B परफॉर्म करके देन उसमें union C कर दें, वो एक ही चीज है। पहले हम बी यूनियन सी परफॉर्म करके उसके बाद हम उसको ए से यूनियन कर दें। यानी यूनियन ऑपरेशन इज ओबेज एसोसिएटिव लॉ। आ रही बेटा बात समझ में? इज इट क्लियर?
दोबारा समझाएं सर। ये
क्या समझ नहीं है बेटा इसमें, वो बताएं।
शुरू सर समझाएं, आपकी आवाज कट रही थी, समझ में नहीं आया।
राइट। ब्रैकेट स्टार्ट ए यूनियन बी इज यूनियन विद सी। तो जो भी हमारे पास, अगर हमारे पास तीन एलिमेंट्स, तीन सेट्स हैं एंड वी आर गोइंग टू हैव द यूनियन ऑफ देम, सो ऑर्डर मैटर नहीं करता। यानी ऑर्डर हमारे पास कोई भी रखें तो that doesn't matter, the order doesn't matter, rather than you can just simply put down A union B and after that you can perform union C, or you can perform B union C and then you can perform the union with the A. Order doesn't matter in the union. Right? Clear?
क्लियर सर।
Okay. Nextly, we have got the intersection operation. The intersection operation says to us that A intersection B in the bracket, and we are going to again have the intersection with the C, is equal to the A intersection B intersection C. यानी in the intersection operation as well, the order of the sets doesn't matter. यानी किसी भी ऑर्डर में अगर आप इंटरसेक्शन परफॉर्म करेंगे, that will be generating same result. इस इन प्रॉपर्टीज को बेटा आप प्रूव कर सकते हैं. लेट्स से टेक out A is equals to 1, 2, 3. बिल्कुल सिंपल सेट उठाएं. A is equals to 1, 2, 3. B is equals to 2, 4. C is equals to let's say 1. And then perform these operations upon them. Let's say prove idempotent laws. A union A is equals to A intersection A is equals to A. Or prove associative laws. That is A union B. A union B union C is equals to A union bracket start B union C bracket over. Or bracket start A intersection B bracket over intersection C is equals to A intersection B intersection C. So ये operations आप perform करें and then you can easily prove the idempotent laws as well as the associative laws by yourself, right? Nextly, we have got the commutative laws. So commutative laws says to us that A union B is equals to B union A. For sure, whenever you are going to perform A union B, it should be equals to B union A, and also A intersection B is equals to B intersection A. यानी दोनों सूरतों में whether we have got the union operation or we have got the intersection operation, in both cases the commutative law holds for the both cases. That is, either you are going to perform the union operation or you are going to perform the intersection operation. ये clear है बेटा ये चीज? Class,
Yes,
is it clear? Any question? Okay, good. Then we have got the distributive law. The distributive law says to us that the distributive law says to us that A union B intersection C. पहला लास्ट में बेटा क्या है हमारे पास? हमारे पास again तीन sets हैं. That is A, B and C. So what we are going to have, first of all A union B intersection C, and that's equal to bracket start A union B bracket over intersection with A union bracket start A union C. यानी we have distributed the operations, or you can say that we have opened the bracket. आप देख सकते हैं बेटा पहली एक्सप्रेशन में हमारे पास क्या है? A union bracket start B intersection C. So what we have done, A union B, first of all we have united two sets, that is A union B, and then intersection A union C. So that's equal. Yani the properties, the operations of the sets can be distributed without any you can say that mishandling, or without any you can say that dissimilarity between them. Yani A union B intersection C should be is equals to, and not should be because it's law, is equals to A union B intersection with A union C. In the similar sense, A intersection B union C is equals to A intersection B bracket one bracket and union with another bracket A intersection C. आप यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं बेटा कि मैंने क्या किया है कि ये मैंने नहीं किया बल्कि I mean this is law. A intersection B you can see पहले ब्रैकेट में हमने ये रखा बेटा, बीच में यूनियन की सिंबल, देन A intersection C. Alright, is it clear बेटा?
Yes, sir.
Any question? Okay, if there is no question, then we can move forward. In the next slides, law number 5 is identity law, which has got set of 4 equations. Okay, so the identity law says to us that A union phi, that is, we have got a null set, and if we have got the union operation between null set and to the set of A, so it will be generating what beta? It will be generating the set itself. यानी अगर हमारे पास कोई सेट है, let's say A is equals to A, B, C, D, and we are going to have the union operation of it with the null set or with the phi set. So हमारे पास क्या आएगा बेटा? Resultant क्या होगा बेटा हमारे पास? Yes बेटा. Any clue? Any idea? What will be resultant?
Sir, repeat
Repeat the question, sir.
I am saying that we have got one set A is equals to, let's say A is expressed as A, B, C, D. This is one set. and we are going to unite it with the phi, that is null set. As you can see in the identity laws, the first law is there. So क्या होगा बेटा हमारे पास जब इसको हम यूनाइट करेंगे नल सेट के साथ, यानी phi सेट यानी एम्प्टी सेट के साथ, क्या होगा बेटा हमारे पास?
सर ए आ जाएगा, ए सेट आ जाएगा.
Exactly, शाबाश. So that will be same like A comma B comma C comma D, right? So in this sense, the first property of the identity law says to us that A union phi set is equals to A set itself. Again, the second property says to us that A union universal set, yani we are going to have the union of with the universal set, so it will be generating what beta? It will be generating the universal set itself. वो क्यों generate करता है? Reason क्या है बेटा? Anybody else? Anybody else? Please tell me the reason.
सर क्योंकि जो यूनियन ये जो यूनिवर्सल सेट होगा इसके अंदर सारे एलिमेंट्स एक ही होंगे ना, तो जब हम इसको यूनाइट करेंगे.
शाबाश बेटा. So because we have got all the elements away already present in the U, so if you are going to perform the union operation between A and U, that is universal set. So what it will be generating beta? It will be generating the universal set itself. I hope it is clear. Should I move forward? Is it okay beta? Anybody else? Any question?
Yes sir, it's clear.
Okay. Then third property of the identity laws from the identity law sets tells us that A intersection U, यानी A और यूनिवर्सल सेट के दरमियान कौन सी चीजें सेम है, क्या मुमासलत है, राइट? कौन से एलिमेंट सेम है? सो दैट विल बी फॉर श्योर A itself. चूंकि अगर A हमारे पास 1 2 3 है तो यूनिवर्सल सेट माइट बी 1 2 3 4 5 6 लेट्स से अप टिल 10. अगर उन दोनों के दरमियान हम इंटरसेक्शन कैलकुलेट करेंगे, सो दैट विल बी नथिंग बट एलिमेंट्स व्हिच आर कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग टू द A itself. क्लियर है बेटा? Is it clear? Is it clear,
Yes,
beta?
Yes sir.
Okay. And finally, we have got the A intersection with the phi. A intersection with the null set. A intersection with the empty set. A हमारे पास कोई भी set है. Let's say set of even number, set of days in the week, कुछ भी है. उसको अगर हम intersect करवा रहे हैं, we are going to have the intersection operation with phi, with empty set. What it will be generating बेटा? For sure empty set. Because empty set में तो कोई element ही नहीं है. और जब कोई element ही नहीं है तो उन दोनों के दरम्यान बेटा क्या होगी? Same things क्या होगी? Same thing कोई होगी नहीं. Is it clear बेटा? Is it clear beta everybody else? Class?
Yes sir.
All right. Then we have got the involution law. The involution law says to us that A complement, O complement. Beta C stands for complement. और complement last lecture मैंने आपको बताया था. The complement is nothing but U minus A. यानी यूनिवर्सल सेट में से वो एलिमेंट हम निकाल देते हैं जो कि उस सेट में प्रेजेंट हो, तो उसको हम क्या कहते हैं बेटा? उस सेट का कॉम्प्लीमेंट. यानी A complement means U minus A, B complement means U minus B, C complement means U minus C, and so on and so forth, right? So we eliminate those elements which are present in that particular set from the universal set, and that is termed as the complement of that particular set. And A complement means we are supposed to eliminate all the elements of which are present in the A from U, and that will be the A complement. Is it clear? Is it clear, class?
Yes sir.
Okay. So if we will perform 2 times complement, yani first of all we need to perform A complement, which is nothing but U minus A. If again we perform the complement upon this one, so that will be generating the same set, that is A. All right? Is it clear to you, beta?
Yes sir.
Yes sir.
Any question, beta? Yani if we are going to perform the complement twice on the same set, it will be generating the set itself. Yani A complement, whole complement is equals to A. So this is termed as a involution law. Okay, moving forward, the final slides for the law. We have got a complement law. All right. And the complement law says to us that A union A complement is equals to U itself. आ रहे बेटा बात समझ में? यानी अगर हमारे पास कोई सेट A है और उसका हमने कॉम्प्लीमेंट निकाला, यानी कॉम्प्लीमेंट निकालने का मतलब ये है कि we have eliminated all the elements of A from the universal set U. और अगर उसको हमने दोबारा से A से यूनियन करवाया तो हमारे पास क्या आना चाहिए बेटा? हमारे पास यूनिवर्सल सेट आना चाहिए. आ रही बात समझ में बेटा?
यस सर.
यानी कोई अगर हमारा सेट है A, उसका अगर हमने कॉम्प्लीमेंट निकाला, यानी we have subtracted, we have eliminated all the elements of A from the U, that is U minus A. Now we have performed the operation of union of that particular set to the A, so it will be generating the universal set itself. All right. And nextly we have got U complement is equals to phi. अब U complement का मतलब क्या है बेटा? Any idea? What is U complement?
Sir, universal minus universal.
Universal complement.
Exactly. So U complement means universal set minus universal set, and because we are going to subtract two same sets with the equality, so what will be the resultant beta? Resultant हमारे पास क्या होगा? Phi. Is it clear?
Yes sir.
All right. And then we have got finally A intersection A complement. यानी A की अगर intersection है with A complement, so that we are going to have the यानी A को अगर हम intersect कर रहे हैं A complement क्या है बेटा हमारे पास U minus A, और we are going to intersect it with the set A, so what it will be generating beta again phi. So you can do these little exercises at your home as well, like take upon assume a set, let's say A is equals to very simple set, A is equals to 1 comma 2 comma 3, and let's say universal set as U 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6 6 element to time. Then you can perform the operation. Let's say U A complement will be what? U minus A, and then you are going to intersect with A, it will be generating the phi element, right? Is it clear, class?
Yes sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
And then we have got beta phi complement. What is phi complement beta? Phi complement means U minus phi, and because we know that phi represents the null set or empty set, so we can say that phi complement is nothing but it is U minus phi, and because we haven't subtracted anything from the universal set, so it will be resulting in the universal set itself. So phi complement is nothing but it is equals to the universal set. Clear beta? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Any question? Any question beta? Okay. If you got no question, then let me move forward. Finally, we have got the De Morgan's law, which is nothing but a combination of the union intersection as well as complement operation. So first De Morgan's law says to us that A bracket start A union B whole complement, yani we are going to perform A union B and then take the complement of it, yani we are going to subtract A union B from the universal set. What it will be generating A complement intersection with the B complement. यानी अगर कोई भी हमारे पास यूनिवर्सल सेट है बेटा, लेट्स से U is equals to 1, 2, 3 top till 10, A is equals to set of even numbers let's say 2, 4, 6, 8. B is set of odd numbers, let's say 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. And then you are going to perform A union B. A union B बेटा हमारे पास क्या होगा? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That will be A union B. And we are going to have the complement of it. And we are going to subtract it from the universal set. So what it will be beta? Null set, phi set. Clear? और same अगर हम वही ऑपरेशन परफॉर्म करेंगे A complement intersection B complement पे, so we should be getting the same answers. Clear? Is it clear beta?
Yes sir. Yes sir, clear.
Right. And then second De Morgan sets law says to us.
सर
जी बेटा बोले.
सर टाइम हो गया.
Just one slide more beta, one slide more, because we
Okay,
started
sir,
late.
no issue.
Okay. A intersection B whole complement is equals to A complement union of B complement. Yani if we are going to take out the complement of both, complement of what beta? Complement of intersection operation, it should be generating the A complement union with the B complement, right? So this is a De Morgan's law, which you can easily prove by taking out any elements. Let's say A is equals to set of odd numbers, B is equals to set of even numbers, universal set starting from 1 to 10 or 1 to 12. So you can easily calculate the, you can easily prove, I mean, the De Morgan's law. So finally, for today's lecture, we are supposed to learn about the product set. So let A and B be two sets. The product set of A and B denoted by A cross B consists of all ordered pairs A comma B, where A belongs to A, chota a, small a belongs to A, and small b belongs to B, that is A cross B is equals to A comma B, such that A belongs to A and B belongs to B. यानी हमारे पास कोई भी एलिमेंट्स है, let's say A is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4 है, और अगर हमारे पास B है A, B, so हम क्या करेंगे बेटा? ऑर्डर्ड पेयर लिखेंगे प्रोडक्ट में, प्रोडक्ट ऑफ सेट्स में, यानी 1, A स्मॉल ब्रैकेट 1, A 1, B और अगेन 2, A, 2, B, एक सेट के साथ हम एक प्रोडक्ट के साथ हम उसका एलिमेंट्स लिखेंगे, लाइक 1, A, 1, B, 2, A, 2, B, 3, A, 3, B, 4, A, 4, B, and so on and so forth. So these will be like, this is the termed as the you can say the product of the sets of the two elements, right? So in the next class, I hope we shall be covering few of the aspects which are related to the class of the sets as well as the power sets. And next we will do some of the problems which are related to the set theory. So any questions beta so far? कोई question so please मुझे बताएं बेटा.
सर मिड टर्म के मार्क्स आप कब बताएंगे?
बेटा अभी मैं कॉपी चेक कर रहा हूँ, because I was really busy in all these, you know, the lecture making and slides. So अभी मैं आधी कॉपी मैंने चेक कर ली और आधी कॉपी I will be finalizing, so I will be letting you know all the marks in the midterm. ठीक है बेटा? So any question so far? If you got any question, then please raise your hand and please ask from me. Otherwise, I will start marking the attendance. Any question, beta? Sorry.
No sir, clear है.
Okay, so let me call upon your name and then you just say that present or absent, and then I will just go through that and say. Okay, Abdul Ibrahim. Abdul Ibrahim. Aisha Ashraf. Aisha Ashraf.
Sir, yes sir, yes.
Okay, Finanta. Finanta.
Present sir.
Javeria. Javeria. Javeria is not there. Okay. Kanza. Kanza. Liaquat.
Present sir. Present sir.
Okay, Javeria is there. Okay. Mahin. Mahin.
Present, sir.
Okay. Marusha? Okay, Conservative. Okay. Marusha?
Present, sir.
Okay. Mohammad Asad? Mohammad Asad? Mohammad Awais?
सर असद प्रेजेंट सर.
जी बेटा. Mohammad Awais?
Present, sir.
Okay. Mohammad Khan? Mohammad Khan? Mohammad Musa? Mohammad Musa? Okay बेटा. Okay. Mohammad Zarrar? Mohammad Zarrar? Okay. Nida Saeed?
Present, sir.
Okay बेटा. Nurain? Nurain?
Present, sir.
जी बेटा. Rataj?
Present, sir.
ओके बेटा. रताज. सैयद शहीर वास्ती? ओके. तूबा?
Present, sir.
Tuba is there, right? Okay beta, thank you very much for your cooperation. Inshallah we shall meet after Eid. Till then, Allah Hafiz. Thank you beta.
Allah Hafiz, sir.
Okay beta, Allah Hafiz.